Um, we always used to have a competition. We called it B's versus C's, Brock and Brock, and me and Cash. We always competed whether we always wrote it up, counted it down. It's either we would fish, we would compete, we would play pool and compete, golf, anything you can think of. Brock's just an ultimate competitor, and I mean both of them are. And everything we did was just always a competition between us.
Chaz, to follow up on Brock, had a rough week too, but knowing him like you know him, how do you expect him to respond going into this game against you guys?
He's going to put everything in it. Sometimes games don't go your way, and at quarterback it's just, amplified. Each week's a new week, and each week of preparation is a new week. And, what he did last week doesn't say what he's going to do this week, and what we did last week doesn't mean we're going to do it this week.
Yeah, as someone who's a roommate with Brock, the process of finding out that a teammate is transferring, what does that look like? And with Brock in particular, did you guys have a conversation that he was going to end up transferring or leaving?
I just leave it to him. I mean, that's his process. Whatever anybody on the team, anybody that transfers, we always wish the best for them. Sometimes it might be for circumstances or sometimes reasons outside of football. And, I know he has his reasons, and I know and trust him to make a decision that puts him in the best place.
I'll ask about a different Brock that used to live with. Brock Powers made his NFL debut yesterday. Just what is it like seeing teammates take that stage, and especially a guy that you were so close with during his time here?
It's kind of an amazing thing, especially coming in with him, being roommates with him, just seeing him go into the next level and seeing his dreams come true. It's just a great experience overall.
Going back to Brock Vandagriff, I'd imagine you two have kept in touch. Just how frequently are y'all talking, texting, and what do you expect that communication to be like this week?
I'm not a big texter in general. I'm more of I see you in person, I'm talk to you. Not a big over the phone person, anyways. But we have kept up, and I just coming up on this week. I know they're gonna be studying us. We're gonna be studying them. Probably won't be that much communication, but we'll meet up on the field.
Have you had a chance to hang out with him at all since he transferred? And have you been to Lexington, or do you plan to sometime?
I have not been up to Lexington. Seen him when he came back for spring break.
Chaz, obviously the transfer portal's here to stay. I just wondered, have you ever had to make that decision? Coach Smart was telling us that he meets and talks with everybody. Some guys may be thinking of it. Some guys go in and you don't even know, and they come back out. And have you experienced that yourself? And what's it like? I mean, I guess it's something you guys deal with annually now, right?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really deal with it much because I just keep the main thing mainly. I don't really care about what media has to say about me or the money or anything. Because if you do your job in college, you have enough money in the next level. So.
I wasn't really talking about money. I was talking about the process
of
deciding, year to year, am I going to stay here or am I going to go somewhere else?
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to be coached hard. I want to be in a system that wins. I've always been in systems that win, and I want to be in this place, and I just never came in my mind to leave.
Chaz, asking about another guy at Kentucky and Jamon. I mean, what did he mean to you on these past few defenses, and just what you expect to see from him on Saturday?
I mean, obviously that was my Mike linebacker for the past couple of years. Just a guy that comes in day in and day out. I know he's not going to change based on where he goes. He's going to play the game as hard as he can. He's going to play it physically. He's going to be a leader wherever he goes.
Chaz, Kirby always talks about how hard it is to win the SEC, how much more difficult it is to win on the road. I mean, how different does a road SEC win hit compared to the rest of the wins?
It's always hard to go on the road in SEC. The fans are always going to be there. Everybody's going to get our best shot, and we talked about it last week. We want to give everybody our best shot. That's what is required whenever you go on the road because, you're in their elements. You're not at home. You don't have that advantage, and only thing you have is the way you play on the field. So.
Chaz, I know you guys prepare the same for all the games, but I want to ask you to reflect back to your freshman year. It looks like you saw maybe your first defensive extended snaps against UAB. Would that be right? How important are those games for young players when you're playing an opponent where you have an opportunity to play a lot of young players?
Yeah, it's huge for the young players because you can practice every day against the same people. And we say every day we go against the best competition at practice, but it's different when you're in that stadium. There's no coach out there to hold your hand. There's no mic out there. It's just you and the other team, and it just instills confidence in them. And, confidence only comes with snaps.
Did it matter much that they kicked the field goal to end the game? I know you guys would have liked to shut out, but no touchdowns again for another week in a row.
Yeah, I mean, it's just we always say if you're out there, you're a starter. And the expectation is that they don't score. So it's kind of a letdown at the end.
Chaz asked Xavier about the run, y'all's running back room, and just what y'all got there. Just what's that challenge like every time y'all go out at practice trying to stop those running backs?
Yeah, I mean, you have guys with speed, you have guys with power, you have guys with a mix of both. They can hit you in the pass game, they can spread you out, go man on man. Inside the tackles, every single running back we have can read the holes, they can hit holes, they can bounce it. I mean, you just see the best competition every single day.
Chaz, this has been historically, under Kirby, one of the tougher SEC places for you guys to go into. What is it that makes what that program does in that place, a challenge for you guys?
Traditionally they do what they do and they don't stray away from it. Traditionally they've been a run-heavy team. They're a hard-nosed team. They pride themselves on running the ball. And running the ball over and over and over is something that you just have to have a mindset for. Going against some teams, they might run it, and when it doesn't work, they'll go pass or they do screens or they do quick game. But traditionally they've been a team that just sticks to their guns and just goes for it. So.
Any more questions for Chaz? All right, Chaz. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Chaz.